On the go. Fox Toledo News at 6:30 starts right now.
911, what's your emergency?
We need somebody down here at the Fremont Company. Roof fell in on some people in the canning room.
How many people are hurt, do you know?
Maybe 3, 4, 5. We don't know.
That is the 911 call from yesterday's fatal roof collapse in Fremont. Good evening, I'm Laura Emerson.
And I'm Sean Hegarty. Here's the news for Thursday, July 8th. Today, family members reflect on 35-year-old Nate Kern, a father of 2. He was killed in that accident. Today, Michelle Zepeda sat down with Nate's widow. She joins us live with how the family is coping with this sudden loss.
Well, as you can imagine, not well. The entire family was together today. A lot of tears shed while I was there. Nate's wife told me she never thought her husband's job was dangerous. He worked his way up in the company, started by sweeping the floors. He was proud to provide for his family. A last conversation before work that turned out to be a final farewell.
He said, "Goodbye, I love you, and have fun." I said, "Okay, you too." And I said, "I love you too." And that was it.
Then later that day, a phone call that there had been an accident.
I knew it, but I didn't want to believe it.
This couple together nearly 20 years. Their daughter and son now 15 and 7.
I just wanted people to know that Nate's not another casualty. He's a man who loved and who is loved. This is what it took to separate us. Because it wouldn't have done anything. Nothing else would have done this.
The family has not started planning the funeral yet, but a fund is being set up at Fifth Third Bank. You can drop your donation off at any location. It's listed under the Nate Kern Fund. Reporting live, Michelle Zepeda, Fox Toledo News.
And that roof collapse happened yesterday around 1:30 at the Fremont Company out there on Front Street. The B&W welding company was working on some columns when the roof caved in. Kern worked for B&W. The Fremont Company produces things like sauerkraut and ketchup.
3 other men were injured in the accident. Todd Michael, who works with B&W, he was trapped in the rubble for several hours. Currently, there's no information on his condition at Mercy St. V's, but last night he was listed in serious condition. Mark Keckler, also employed by B&W, he is in fair condition. And David Fisher, who works for the Fremont Company, was treated and released at the scene. The owners of the Fremont Company say that at this point, the most important things on their minds are the victims, but at the same time, there are somewhere around 50 people out of work until they can get the factory back open.
And it might seem small in the grand scheme of things, but there's a lot of uncertainty about when the place will get back to business as normal. Barrett Andrews spoke to the owner of the company. So, Barrett, do they have any idea when it's going to open up again?
No, they do not. And in the meantime, there are anywhere up to 50 people just on standby waiting to find out when they can return to work. But Chris Smith, spokesperson and one of the owners of the Fremont Company, says management and some of the maintenance workers have been called in. They've had meeting after meeting today dealing with several different angles of safety and investigations, and they're actually operating out of another building not connected to the one that collapsed. That's because no one's allowed into any part of the factory. Engineers have to come in and give the building the all clear. The problem, Smith says, is they know the sauerkraut room is seriously damaged from the collapse, but the other 2 rooms, while they look okay, could have been damaged or compromised structurally. Smith says they're also working with OSHA, obviously conducting an investigation. So again, it's not clear when the Fremont Company could start processing food again. It'll all be up to engineers to make sure it's safe for those 50 or so employees. We're live in the newsroom. Barrett Andrews, Fox Toledo News.